And we're going to be kicking off round 6 of Swiss coming up very, very soon. We've got Chris Webb versus you can still G-Guard. It's a question that we ask very often. And you'll probably see why that question comes up fairly soon. If we're just going to be transitioning over to the fight screen, they're going to be just deciding who's going first, mulliganing, and then they're going to be kicking off. And yeah, I think it's a pretty exciting matchup coming up. You don't get to see Blink Jumper versus Dimension Police stuff very often, much less these brews specifically, which are definitely one of the more interesting things I think we've seen. At the moment, like generally speaking, this is like one of the more interesting matchups happening at the moment because like you're looking at one of the tankiest decks in the format versus arguably one of like
last pattern decks,
especially because like this is not your standard lead joker. This is a delete list.
Oh no!
So it's going to be shutting down a lot of the Dailiner effects. So it's going to be a really
against
really
DP.
interesting matchup.
DP swings 100k. Okay, balances copy Vanguard power. Huh?
Yeah, you say copy Vanguard power, you say, and it's also Messiahs, like you get the history stride as well, you get all the power again, you get all the multi-attack, all the infinite loop, near infinite looping.
At least no crest. We don't enjoy crest.
This message is brought to you by premium fans. And he's going to be just right up swinging immediately.
Checking a draw trigger. 10k draw. Which means he might play more draws than 4?
Yeah. You're going to see the Diamond Sacrifice coming up really, really early on. Yeah, and immediately there you go, showing us the heal, activating the effect of the Eternity Chaser. Shout out Hal Satchwell. Like searching, yeah, there he goes, searching the Dailiner immediately.
So DP not missing the ride here and giving all the grades 10k shield at least. It's very helpful. Because also like for DP, like the longer the games get.
Let's just change the name. I think the name is overflowing a little bit.
So also for DP, right, the longer the game gets, your grade 3 also have bigger shields because of Geomag Glass. So the maximum you can get is probably like 30k shield on the grade 3, and if you go out with a heal, it's 45k shield alone.
And that's brutal as well, because we can see Chris pulling through the heal, going down to 0, sending YCG up to 3, but it's the given coming out, yeah. So yeah, I think Chris is slowly clocking onto what's going on here. And you can see the ideal ego Messiah. It's the Rig God effect.
Yeah.
It's one with the Rig God effect to call the card is locked. So
it's also one of the older G cards. Not, I mean,
no,
newer
it's the
G
last
cards, but like one of the older cards you still play.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there goes Jonas Piscani just trying history straight away for the rider kick Messiah.
Does that mean he also might go protect Force 2 here?
I believe in this matchup you almost certainly go Force 2, yes.
I mean, yeah, for the delete you can see, right?
Because you're going for the attack, more than multi-attack, right? So like you're going to keep re-swinging Vanguard, Vanguard. Because the thing that people forget is your given ends up coming up really close to, because of Cosmic Dawn, you just unlock it, right? And yeah, just dropping the OT immediately to guard. And yeah, he is going to be taking damage. No,
I think he just took the first damage.
Yeah, he is.
Having some technical errors here.
Sorry guys, just experiencing a bit of technical difficulties there, but we should be back now, hopefully.
I mean, the OT for Chris was pretty huge. Because taking a crit 2 swing, only going to 1 damage, right? Arguably saving a PG for Vanguard, which you might need for later on. But also, if you say it's an OTK deck, that means DP is a bit on a timer, right? Because they need time to set up the Geomag Glass, take big shields.
Especially because when he sees the delete, he knows that like in order for that deleted combo to happen, your Vanguard needs to be deleted. So he has no option but to Geomag Glass here. Because he's going to lose the effect from the Dailiner.
Correct, yeah. That means he's also... Then he has to work with that every grade is only as many shield as you open have of open Geomag Glass you have in the G zone, right? So for each open Geomag Glass, it gives a grade 3 plus 5k shield. So yeah.
And as well, like what it's going to take for him when he starts multi-attacking is he's going to start discarding 6 cards per turn, or removing 6 cards from his hand or field, which is why I don't know if you remember from 2 years ago. So the event you qualified,
right? Yeah, the
grade 1 deleter,
which works as 3.
Yeah, it counts as 3 when it's removed. So in fact, it's built for this. Yeah, we're starting to see things like the Link is coming up, but I don't think they're going to be coming up this game.
It's very interesting here, checking top 7 and see how many cards he can get. The call from him is mandatory, so
interesting.
Opts to draw here.
Yeah, so it's the two. It's the same line as the absolute zero and the
is it
eternity chaser.
endless float? I think it says.
I think so. I'm not too
Gets,
familiar with
I think
the
it gets +5, and at the end of attack you can retire to draw a card.
I see. Okay, that's not a card you see very often in Dimension Police.
Yeah, it's a good option to draw cards. Yeah.
It's the same wave of support as Eternity Chaser, but I don't believe that it comes up very, very often.
No, I think lately you don't see many of those builds, because especially you see a lot of people play the Dual Nation and opt to check top 5 and find more pieces they need. PG the opponent's Vanguard here.
You see all the defense are coming down as well.
Yeah, it's retires and draws, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because interesting. Ooh, the defensive heal the draw there is pretty big.
Oh, going
and
to
the
4
heal,
damage.
No, don't lead to 3 because we're healing down 1. Yeah, but you're hitting the given, which is really important.
Yeah.
Because the really cool thing here as well is like, and we've seen this list, and it's on a lot of like very off-the-wall deleters. So he's got a lot of very cool win cons coming up.
I mean, for this is probably very piece reliant, right? But
Yeah,
I also
very,
I'm not very familiar how fast this is.
So it attempts to kill on second stride because you go history and now this.
It's already starting to delete
So he's going to go CB1, delete the opponent's Vanguard. So it either deletes on Rayguard or for Soul Blast 1 or CB1 for Vanguard. And yeah, now he's able to immediately stride and get going.
Putting opponent to 0.
Yeah, so
No
so the answer, okay, yes, you can still Gigas because people tend to forget whether you lose the grade. So you don't. So it remains a grade 3 vanilla with no name. No abilities, no name, 0 power, but grade 3 remains.
Is it Exilix? The standard Exilix? Well,
because Exilix unlocks in stands.
Correct, yeah.
So you can either restand given or unlock given. So no matter what happens to him.
So now we see he has basically all the pieces for the combo.
And you can see 2 of them on the board, and with D sacrifice, you're never going to run out of CB, ever.
Yeah, correct, because it unlocks in counter shots.
Yep. This is a very cool combo. I'm a big fan of this deck, personally.
Now that you know that the DP's OT's out, you know nothing can hold it on.
Yeah.
So it's very rough for DP to survive here this turn.
Yeah, so if you're Link Joker, you're in a pretty happy spot right now.
And everything's just couture.
Yeah, and every trigger that comes on, because he'll just swing, right? Unlock a bunch of stuff, and then, because they'll lock themselves, and when they unlock, for every card unlocks, it restands the front row. So go 1, 2, restand, unlock them, obviously. Because it's unlock any number, I think it's just for every one you unlock, you stand something. So as long as you have 2 relockers, keeps happening, right?
Yeah. What's very fortunate. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, then when you're done, so unlocks restands, and when he's finally done, he's going to be able to get rid of that column and then just constantly re-go for the given, and everything's on force 2 as well, so Chris can't keep taking things.
That's true. But what's very fortunate, maybe also because of the OT, he's on odd numbers of damage, which means everything with Chris was 2 damage.
Was that a Die Bazooka? It was the old grade 2 for D-Robos. They're like bot decks account. Bot decks to D-Robo.
Oh, could be. You mean the grade 2 which bot decks a grade 3 and gets +4, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, checking 2 crits here, making both 3 got 3 damage. Beats which both damage to lethal.
Because every time it resigns, it starts losing drive checks, but like, does that matter, right?
Yeah.
Because like when you're swinging, 3, 4, 5 times with your whole front row, like, does it really matter? Like, when OT's out, does it matter?
That's very rough spot for Chris here. Not helping that he's staying on the odd number of damage. Because usually what you do against Force 2 is like you stay on odd numbers, so you go to 1, 3, 5, right?
But the fact you check the crits,
Yeah,
there you go. Given's going to swing, end of the battle. He's going to be putting 6 away and restanding the Vanguard. Again, this is such a cool deck. Like, this is such a cool brew.
Yeah, no, I would enjoy Grand Blue more, to be honest, but that's me.
I mean, that's very valid. But I think in terms of like off-the-wall decks, I think this is definitely up there. I do think it's one of my... It's very piece-reliant, but I think in days like this, where it goes off, it really goes off.
That's true.
Yeah, there's the Taser Ledge, they use the Die-Arm. Because all these cards would normally be, 20k shield at this one, but they're only 10. So their shield value is halved.
It's very rough, yeah.
Yeah, because you can see like the Archive Grade 3 that's also going to be
Guarding was 4 cards.
Yeah, because you need the 40k. This would have normally only been 2 cards.
Yeah,
so
true.
just the deletion takes so much out. And the fact is like you're also not 13, you're 0. So you're actually losing you're losing 23k shield on every card.
Yeah. Resetting Vanguard here.
Yeah. Because you can see the background behind Gibbons lock. Now going to swing with the other ray guard that took a trigger.
Yeah, and then lock both.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're going to keep going. And you're never going to run out of CB. You're only going to deck out eventually. But I feel like by then Chris is probably lost already, right? Yeah, and he's going to grab 2 more grade 3s. Yeah, he's trying to grab 2 different grade 3s, but again, you're not getting the shield value you really wanted out of those. Because they go to hand and your hand is big, but your hand is missing a lot of shield value. Your hand's power shield value is halved plus 15, like, that's crazy. Yeah, he needs that stuff badly. And he's just doing his absolute best. Until Joker just swings with Elder Breath and it's over.
Yeah, I mean, it's very rough that. So, what means rough? It's like Chris basically, I don't know if he realized yet, but at this point, I think he still doesn't realize that this loop, without the OT, is very hard to survive. So, it's basically depends on who runs out resources first, right? Since Chris already know he cannot rely on OT to survive this OTK, and basically it's just a matter of time if you can realize.
Draw trigger coming out though. That's one, and that's two. That's another given. Because he's going to lose a drive on every restand.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, I think just the nature of being on force 2 just pushes so much pressure. That does that really matter? I don't know, not really. Because the opponent got no defenses, right?
Yeah.
And if he takes anything, he's probably dying.
I think Chris slowly starts to realize that this is a loop, kind of a loop.
Ironically, the funny situation here is if you look at the board state, also there's always going to be a position where Link Choke is ahead here, but funnily enough, the Vanguard is the safer swing here because eventually he's going to run out of crits, right?
Yeah.
Or run out of drag checks. We're back now. Yeah, I think just mid-guarding at the moment.
I think slowly Chris might realize that this loop is kind of scary and very hard to guard, right? Because as he's slowly running out of card in hand.
Because you saw how big his hand was,
Yeah.
and that's after him adding 4, right? And now his hand is whittling down. Because now this is going to go away. I'm going to put 3 more away. That's his 6, and he's got 2 more swings to deal with. And the question is, can Chris manage it?
It's very hard, right? Yeah. There's one more.
Yeah, because remember that every time this happens, the Excelix gives plus 10k to the front row.
Yeah, that's very insane. Yeah.
And because your grade 2 searches your stride fodder, you can always discard a Messiah
That's correct,
to activate the Excelix.
It's fine. It's fine. Realizing that he cannot guard doesn't have to take Vanguard. No crit.
That's a Cornel. But that's only going to be 2 damage. First check Elementaria, second check, third check, and that's going to be, he's showing the damage. It's all over. The game is not going to go very much longer. And unfortunately, Chris is going to lose this game.
Having every piece by second throw, it's very fast.
Hey,
Right?
baby!
Yeah.
That is, I think it's one of those decks once it collects its pieces, it's so dangerous.
Yeah, it pops off already. Insane, right? But yeah.
It's so good. I love it. It's such a cool deck. And you can see the 2 players excitedly shaking hands. What the game is all about. And so I reckon we got 1 more round to go before the end.
Before top cut.
Yeah, I think we know 1x2 is going to make it. The rest will have to be x1. So hold on to your butts. If you're x1, there's a non-zero chance you probably make it.
We will see. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to stay calm. You got to play on. And we'll see you guys very, very soon for round 7 of Swiss. Then we're going to take a short break. Then we're going to be coming right back for Premium. So guys, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys.